The European Banking Authority is a regulatory agency of the European Union still headquartered in London, United Kingdom. Its activities include conducting stress tests on European banks to increase transparency in the European financial system and identifying weaknesses in banks' capital structures. The EBA was established on 1 January 2011, upon which date it inherited all of the tasks and responsibilities of the Committee of European Banking Supervisors. Overview. The EBA has the power to overrule national regulators if they fail to properly regulate the banks. The EBA is able to prevent regulatory arbitrage and should allow banks to compete fairly throughout the EU. The EBA will prevent a race to the bottom because banks established in jurisdictions with less regulation will no longer be at a competitive advantage compared to banks based in jurisdictions with more regulations, as all banks will henceforth have to comply with the higher pan-European standard. Mission and tasks. The main task of the EBA is to contribute, through the adoption of binding technical standards and guidelines, to the creation of the European Single Rule Book in banking. The Single Rule Book aims at providing a single set of harmonized prudential rules for financial institutions throughout the EU, helping create a level playing field and providing high protection to depositors, investors and consumers. The authority also plays an important role in promoting convergence of supervisory practices to ensure a harmonized application of prudential rules. Finally, the EBA is mandated to assess risks and vulnerabilities in the EU banking sector through, in particular, regular risk assessment reports and pan-European stress tests. Other tasks set out in the EBA's mandate include investigating alleged incorrect or insufficient application of EU law by national authorities, taking decisions directed at individual competent authorities of financial institutions in emergency situations, mediating to resolve disagreements between competent authorities in cross-border situations, acting as an independent advisory body to the European Parliament, the Council and the Commission, taking a leading role in promoting transparency, simplicity and fairness in the market for consumer financial products and services across the internal market. To perform these tasks, the EBA can produce a number of regulatory and non-regulatory documents including binding technical standards, guidelines, recommendations, opinions and ad hoc irregular reports. The binding technical standards are legal acts which specify particular aspects of an EU legislative text and aim at ensuring consistent harmonization in specific areas. The EBA develops draft BTS which are finally endorsed and adopted by the European Commission. Contrary to other documents such as guidelines or recommendations, the BTS are legally binding and directly applicable in all member states. Common Reporting Framework. Common reporting is the standardized reporting framework issued by the EBA for the Capital Requirements Directive reporting. It covers credit risk, market risk, operational risk, own fund and capital adequacy ratios. This reporting framework has been adopted by almost 30 European countries. Regulated institutions are required to file periodically COREP reports, on both a solo and consolidated basis using XBRL and Eurofiling architecture taxonomies. All regulated organizations in the UK must use COREP to make the regular statutory reports from 1 January 2014 onwards.